live.
Okay.
Just like my sex life.
Oh. Hi, guys. This is Carton. This is our first official podcast.
It's not a podcast. It's more like
or
a
shitcast.
It's a shitcast. This is a bunch of random shit.
So
we need to close the window.
Yeah, this is Spill the Milk. I guess that's the title of it.
Yeah.
I think that's what we agreed upon.
More like spilled jizz. Huh.
Oh. Anyway, yeah. Everyone has a lot of stories to tell today. Cameron, it was your birthday not too long ago, and I got you a birthday card. You want to open that up right now, buddy?
We could have that as the opening.
Yeah, that'll be the opening.
That's fucking terrible.
Okay, I'll do that, yeah.
Is that it right there?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, here you go, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Just turn this to the right here.
Oh, my bad.
You're useless, Jeff.
I already know what my word is for Jason.
There you go.
It's hat.
Am I gonna be offended?
No.
It's just anthrax and he dies.
For the graduate, there is a greater gift than knowledge. Okay, maybe one thing. Congrats. Enjoy. Happy graduation from the Raiders. Oh my god.
That's his last
We gave him this card for
You gave me
graduation.
that card for graduation. I gave it to him back for his birthday.
You lazy motherfucker.
I thought maybe like you'd have like a joke that has to do graduation.
No,
but-
I wanted to give you a card, but I didn't want to go buy one. I was too lazy to make one. So
Which
I
one
just-
did you give my brother?
I gave him a birthday card I got from my grandma. So it was like, love you, like Grandma Larita. He's like, wait, who's Grandma Larita?
This is pretty. You didn't even write any names or anything on here. You
No.
just did it just
Yeah,
as is.
you should have like crossed out like the name or something and just put like from Jeff.
Thank you for money for Taco Bell, because
You're
that's what it's gonna be going
Oh,
towards.
Oh, we probably should have turned the mic each time we talked.
No, it's fine.
They could pick up
How
everybody.
much money was that?
It's enough for a lot of
I think
Yeah, that's
25.
It was
What?
30.
You're
Oh.
gonna blast $30 on Taco Bell.
You spend
Dude,
all
I'd
that
waste
on
like $200 on Taco Bell,
Jesus Christ.
like on a daily basis.
Dude, your colon must be like fucked up.
Dude, my yeah. I have to wipe like over 60 times every single time I take a dump.
Do you always have the runs? Because I
Yeah.
have that problem.
Not always, but
Oh.
sometimes. When I sit down in the toilet, I like pull like one of my butt cheeks and like put it on the rim, and then I'll pull the other one just so that like my cheeks like spread apart, so when it comes out, it won't get everywhere.
That's disgusting.
And sometimes it just splatters out. Like when you have explosive diarrhea, I consider that a good day.
That's so gross.
I love it when you have like really nasty runs and then you go to wipe and you're like, I'm not looking forward to this, and then you do wipe and it's just already clean and you're like, how'd that happen? like
Your butt wiped itself.
like
Yeah.
maybe like the water splashed up and cleaned it for you.
no, see, this is like, cause where I'm from, like, or like I guess maybe the French people like this too, but you know what a bidet is though, right?
Yeah.
Well, I have a bidet in my house, and like
wait. Describe it anyways, but it's that toilet that just like
yeah, it's no okay. So basically, it's like this attachment, but not a lot of toilets like actually have a bidet built in it. It's like this attachment, and basically what it does is like, whenever you're done, you just like press a button or turn a knob, and like it just shoots like high PSA water just right up your ass, and then like you don't even have to like it's hands free. It just cleans it for you. It's like super convenient, and like whenever I have that problem, like I never have to like ever be worried of looking down and like seeing just like hot tar or something like that.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, I just turn on the bidet and it just like shoots that water straight into me, and it feels great. It feels great. Well, yeah, sometimes it's like a courtesy thing. Sometimes just I wipe it just in case, but for the most part, it's like it leaves me super squeaky clean, and like I feel like my cleanliness on my butt compared to like everyone else is like way fucking better. Like I bet you could get like a cotton swab and like take a culture test, and like there'll be nothing there.
Speaking of test, don't you have to get tested for something?
That's very true. Oh, well, I'm just gonna. Oh, yes, I have to get tested. I feel like before I go into that, I just want to talk about a little bit more about the bidet because something earlier happened.
It's a very delicate
Yeah, it's
topic.
a very delicate topic.
Oh, okay.
It's something you could just ease out of, like your shit. But one thing that I wanted to talk about was about the bidet. My good friend Lance has a bidet too, and one day he just invited a bunch of his friends over, and we all went to his house, and like I guess his friends never seen a bidet before, and I thought it was the funniest fucking thing because a bidet could be like the biggest trap to your friends, because like sometimes you'll just have that one curious friend that'll just be like, what the fuck does this knob do, and they'll just be like staring at it. And we had a friend that came over that day, and his name's Calvin. And Calvin, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but like he's this big fat guy. And then, like, he just like went in there, and then like he was like, what the fuck is this thing? He's like super curious, and like he turned the knob, and it's like it's super high psi water just shooting at your butt. And like if you're not sitting there, then it's just gonna shoot outwards. So he was just standing there over it, and he was like, oh, I wonder what the hell this thing does. And he turned the knob, and it just shot like toilet water all of his chest, and he's like, oh, what the fuck? And then like he closed it. Yeah, he had butt water all over his chest.
I just used it right before.
Yeah, and then so like he left out, and he was like, what the fuck is that like knob thing? And then we just look at him, and you just see like this huge just like water stain on his chest, and we're like, oh, you found the bidet, didn't you?
Wait, so he like didn't go to the bathroom or something? Like he went in there.
Well, he probably just took like a piss or something.
So he went in there and he just came back and he was
he just well, it was like this really awkward like just like the circle on his chest of just like water. So it was either like he got really sweaty in there, or like he just got like water shot on his chest. And then like we were like, what the fuck? And then everybody was laughing at him, and me and Lance were just like laughing because we're like, oh, that dumbass, he doesn't know what a bidet is. His butthole must be really dirty.
Dude, if you don't have a bidet, like, your butthole's just always itchy.
Oh.
And, like, when you're asleep, you just don't know it, but you're always just itching your crack. You're like, oh, I didn't wipe well. So,
do you ever get like bits just like stuck there?
in my fingernails?
No, like
No,
bits
your
of like
butt
your because like let's just say like you let's just say like you have bits of just like because like sometimes people have shitty like toilet paper. Like I know
Yeah.
my one of my friends
I
have
have
like the
shitty
worst.
toilet paper, but it's not shitty until after I use it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I see what you did.
good one.
There. Yeah, so good. That was a shitty joke. Okay.
You have a
But yes, I
shitty
do always
face.
have bits of poo in my body.
No, I'm I'm talking about like when you wipe and then like you have like the
Oh.
toilet paper. Let's just say like you have like that shitty toilet paper that always like leaves residue. Do you ever just have like a bunch of toilet paper just like on your butt and like you never know it's there?
Actually, the problem I have is my mom buys horrible toilet paper that's really thin and it doesn't work very well. So a lot of times when I go to wipe, my fingers just tear through the toilet paper, and then I don't realize it until it's too late, but I'm wiping my ass with my bare hand.
Oh, that's so gross.
So, no, I don't have the problem where toilet paper goes up my butt. I have the problem my hand goes up my butt.
I hate it when like you wrap the toilet paper around, like, or you just like I crumple mine up. I don't fold it. In
Oh,
half.
okay.
I crumple it up, and sometimes there's a little hole where you can just see my finger, but I don't
It
notice
just
it
goes through
until
there.
after I wipe my butt. I'm like, what the hell? That felt really weird. And I look at my hand, and there's just a brown streak on it because trust me, I have diarrhea all the
That's
time.
so fucking.
So I just have like this brown streak just on my finger.
Oh, that's fucking nasty. Yeah, I'm really happy. I guess I'm just really happy that I have a bidet, because like I'll never have that problem. But like,
Got a bidet once a
yeah,
day.
once a day, a bidet.
For me, it's like 3 times a day.
Oh, jeez, that sounds terrible.
And I don't poop at my grandma's, so when I got back,
Oh, that's
Wait,
so gross.
why don't you poo at your grandma's?
I don't like pooing in places that aren't my bathroom because of how much baby wipes and toilet paper I need, and I feel just bad just using it all,
Are you afraid of like clogging it or just using all of it?
clogging it and using all the toilet paper, and just like me leaving the room, just like opening in it or opening the door, and then someone just walks by and there's like, Jesus Christ, what the hell happened in there? And I'm like, I took a poo.
What the fuck?
It's just bad.
Speaking of that, I got a good, a funny story about that. I remember this was back at my old house, like the house that we very first moved in when we came into this town, and one of our cousins moved in with us for just like a couple months, and this was like one of the scariest moments of my life. But I came home from school and it was like super hot, and I walked home from school every day. And whenever I got home, like the first thing I did was just fucking go to just tear up the bathroom. And then so one day I just came home and I was like super fucking happy that I finally got home, and I opened up the toilet, and like I fucking hate it when people do this, but like someone like straight up just took a shit and didn't flush.
Dude, that happens all the time.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, why don't they fucking flush after? But I was like, whatever, okay, because I was just too like, I really needed to take a piss. So I just opened it up and I was like, what the fuck? And it was like a little special surprise for me there. And I was just like, oh, that's nice. And then so I was too lazy to flush it because I already needed to take a pee. Like, I already whipped it out. And I can't just like clench it back in. So I started peeing, and then like I was just like, oh, this is amazing. And then like, you ever like pee so good like that you start shivering?
Yeah,
or you're just like,
I shiver every single time.
Yeah, like I had like an amazing.
What is wrong with you people? I never do that.
Like,
seriously?
It's like right before the end. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. Like I had that the whole like right from start to beginning. Like it was just all shiver pee.
Do you do that, Jason?
What, shiver when you pee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't I do
Because,
that?
like,
Why am I missing out?
Because you hold it in for so long, and then when you finally relieve yourself, you just like shiver because it feels so good when it comes out.
Especially in the morning. That's
It's almost like an orgasm.
Yeah, actually, that's
I'm
what I
missing
would.
out, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
like
you're missing out, bro.
ASMR. That's right? Yeah.
ASMR.
Yeah.
Yeah,
ASMR.
that's how I feel like with it, and I'd just be like, oh. So basically, that happened, and
Wait, hold on.
okay.
Usually when I pee, it just hurts. Like I don't shake. It just I force it out so hard, it just starts to hurt. That's all that happens.
Force it
What the
out,
fuck?
man.
I just try to do it as fast as possible so I can keep playing video games.
What the fuck?
Oh.
What's wrong with you?
So like I'll just pee and then I do it really fast. I just
you
I
know
force it out as fast as I can, and then it just hurts the tip of my
won't that
dick.
cause like problems with like your like once you have like dribble problems when you get older if you keep doing that?
I already have those. I thought those were natural.
You're gonna have to have like those man diapers.
Like sometimes I'll just be going and I'll stop and I'm like, am I done? And then it keeps going and I'm like, oh, guess not. And then I go in like 2 streams, 3 streams.
You know what I really, really hate? I hate it like when I go to the bathroom, like my mom puts bleach in the toilets and she just like leaves it there and she doesn't tell me. So then I'm like, oh god, like I hold in my pee. So I'm like, oh god, I really need to pee. And I like open up the toilet and I'm like squeezing the tip of my dick, keeping all the pee from leaving. And it's just blue, which is the color of the bleach. And I'm like, no! And usually what I do is I just run to my parents' bathroom, which is like right next to mine. So it's not right next to it, but it's pretty close. So my dick is out and I'm just running through the hallway. But one
Do that when
time...
your parents are home?
I have to, or else I'll just pee everywhere. Because one time, I was like, I'm not going to make it to my parents' bathroom. And I just turned, because my shower is right next to the toilet. And I just peed all over the shower.
Oh,
I rinsed it out and everything, but it's just still...
oh. Anyway, Raph, I rudely interrupted one of your stories.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
You can just cut it to make it look natural.
No, this is never natural. Besides, that's gonna take too much time, and I'm lazy as fuck. All right, so yeah, so I came from school, and I pretty much pee shivered the whole like 45 seconds, and like you think 45 seconds is really short. No, like, if you're pee for 45 seconds, that's a long ass pit.
Yeah.
And like I was just like, oh, and I felt so good afterwards, and I was like, oh, that's so good. And then I flushed it, and do you ever have like that heart attack where like the water goes up and then like it looks like it kind of goes up more than it should, but
Like
then it
it's
goes
about to
down?
overflow
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, and it goes down.
That's when you walk out.
Yeah. Okay,
Wasn't
so
there that one Japanese invention where you just like put like the plastic wrap over the toilet and just shove it down as it tries to come out? Like I saw that on like this one app where there's like a
I
bunch of
didn't know that
funny
was
pictures.
that's an awesome game. But yeah, so basically I looked at it and then I flushed it and I was like super happy, and then I was just staring at the fucking toilet bowl because I'm a weirdo, and I just see the water kind of rise, and like I kind of had that like half heart attack where it was overflowing more than usual, and I guess I started praying like slowly for it to go down, and like it didn't. It just kept going up and up and up, and I was like, wait, what? No, please no, and it just kept going a little bit over, and then it was to the point to where it got to the top. And then, like, I kid you not, like, the fucking shit, like, it rose to the top, too, like a goddamn log in water. I was like, oh, God, please, no. And I kid you not, it just overflew, and then it just started dripping everywhere. I was like, oh, no. Yeah, and then, yeah, the turd, like, flopped. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's what happened.
Like
Like,
right in between your feet.
it was so bad. Like, there's so much water coming out of the toilet. I was freaking out. I was like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, God. And then so... I was like looking around, like the first thing I could think of was running out, and I was like, oh shit, and I started backing up, and then the first thing I thought was like my mom hitting me in the back of the head for not pulling out the rugs. So I went back in there and I pulled the rugs out, and then all that did was just like bring more water rushing towards, and I was like, oh God, please no. And then like it was so, thankfully the restroom was like this really tight space, but that made it worse because then like it just looked like the water was just rising more, And then so like literally the whole bathroom, it leaked to the point to where the outside carpet, like you know how it's carpet and then tile.
Yeah.
Like it was so bad that the carpet started like soaking in all of the shit water. And I was like, oh my god. And I was just looking, I was like, what the fuck happened? And I was like freaking out. I didn't know what to do. And I just stood there in just like disbelief that
You just watched.
yeah, I couldn't do anything. Like, what can you do? Like, you can't do anything. It's not like,
Towels, grab
yeah, I
towels.
grabbed towels and I started putting that, but it was shit water, and those were good, like, pearly white towels. So
I
I
do
just,
that anyway. Who cares? Just don't tell anyone.
yeah, and I just like stood there in disbelief, and it was just like, it was probably like whenever like the bomb in Nagasaki dropped, and like there was just that one guy like outside just like watching all the aftermath happen. That was just me. I was just standing there, and just the atom bomb was just like the turd, and it just like spread everywhere, and I was just crying, and I was like, why?
Are you making that joke because you're Asian?
Probably. No, that's actually a good reason.
Okay, there's two things I want to say. There was this one time when I was like 6 years old. I was with my like best friend at the time, Grant, and
Well, thanks.
he was like, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be like a super long pee. So what I did was I pulled out a stopwatch and I timed him. Take a pee. I was in the bathroom with him. It was like over a minute. I don't remember exact time, but yeah. And then at my grandma's house, she has carpet in her bathroom. So if what happened with you happened, oh my god, it would be
Why would
so
anyone
bad.
have carpet in their restroom? That's like a terrible idea.
It was like a mobile home or something. It was, old people lived there. Something like that. Yeah.
such a disaster.
I want to go back to when you said you didn't use towels to clean up your shit water. You know how you said that?
Yeah.
When you get out of the shower, do you take your towel and just like hold it to where you're sliding it in between your butt cheeks and then you start pulling it back and forth?
Like the butt floss thing?
Yeah. Do you do that?
I wouldn't do that, dude. You said yourself you get like poop flakes there all the time. Why would you
Aw.
want to just...
Well, I mean, like your
Floss it
butthole's
back,
dirty.
but
You get
that's
soap
true.
in it, so you want to clean it, so
Yeah.
you have to dry it out.
Well, basically what
So I
do-
butt floss.
You butt floss?
Do you do that?
No, I don't do that.
Oh, because I was gonna say if you butt floss, you don't have to worry about getting shit on your
Well,
stupid towel.
I already never have like shit on my towel to begin with
Oh.
because my super clean butthole from the days.
Do you guys ever like dry off your balls and then like try to go to dry off your face and you're like, wait, did I just use
No,
this
I
on
don't
my
care
balls?
because like if I properly wash my balls, then like my balls can contact my face all they want because like it's clean, right? Because it's my balls.
True.
Jason, do you have anything to say about
Yeah,
shit?
Jason,
I don't
you've
think you've said
Jason's
anything
been
at
quite,
all.
quite.
Okay, I have two stories, two poop stories. One, I used to take drum lessons, and
Wait, before you continue, are they shitty stories?
yeah, they're pretty shitty. They're pretty shitty.
That joke is done. The
joke
sucks.
That joke is shit.
But
That was a good one, though. That was a good one.
But I used to take drum lessons, and my drum teacher showed up pretty drunk, and he was carrying this bottle in a questionable paper bag, and he was playing with his drumsticks, throwing them at me. He's like, you know what, kid, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. And he came back, he like, you know what, kid, I just clogged the toilet, I'm out. So I was like, okay, that's the last drum lesson I'm gonna get.
Wait, so did you have to unclog it?
Yeah, I had to unclog it. And then like I walked in there and it was fucking like vlogs in there floating around in the toilet.
Logs. Multiple.
Multiple ones. And then like you know how like you have those little pea-sized poops? There were a lot of those are floating around in there. And like I'm like, dude, what the fuck did you eat? I saw fucking like nuts in there and shit.
I can see Justin walking in and being like, "Ooh, poop!" And he just like gets down and starts investigating it.
My brother saw it, he just laughed and looked at me.
Oh yeah,
And
his
then,
brother's Justin.
yeah.
Justin's his brother, Sophie. Everyone's brother when
Oh
they
yeah.
go.
Before I came here, wait, I think I took a shit, and it was a solid poo, man, and it was like over a foot long. I kid you not. It was like
5
Like,
foot
gigantic. I'm pretty sure that I set some type of record. Like water bottles, it was like 3 inches bigger than that. I'm not even kidding. Like that's about how thick it was too. Like it was probably like a smart water. You know what I'm talking about? Like one of those gigantic ones.
Oh, I just remembered I have another poop story.
I
That's
have multiple.
it's
I have way too many.
it's pretty embarrassing, but when I was like in middle school or even high school maybe, we had a pool party and all my family was coming over, and I was swimming before they came, and I really
tell where this is going.
I really had to go poop like really bad. Like I don't know what I ate that day, but it was really bad. And then I just like blasted ass in the pool, and the diarrhea exploded everywhere. And then most of it was liquid, but the solids I tried to scoop out with my hands, and then I threw it out the fence and it just splattered everywhere.
You threw it out the fence.
I threw it. I tried to throw it. I tried to throw it
in like a neighbor's backyard.
I tried to throw it out of the fence, like over the fence into the neighbor's backyard, but it hit the fence and splattered everywhere. And then right afterwards, my whole family came over, and my
There's just shit on the wall sliding down.
yeah, and my
Why is the water all
And all your family was there.
and my little baby cousins were like splashing around in my shit.
Oh, no one noticed?
No one noticed.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah.
Ow.
I don't know.
Could you see
big
this?
ass like stain?
You could see like the particles floating around. Like I ate oatmeal that day, so you could see the oatmeal floating around in the
Did you tell
pool.
your parents or anything?
They figured out eventually.
But they didn't do anything?
My dad's just like, what the fuck smells like shit? And he like, he looked at the fence. He just looked at me, looked back at the fence, and looked at me, and then just nodded his head.
I'm ashamed of you. It was worse than that Kim Possible moment. Okay, I have a story involving throwing stuff over a fence. So there's this one time where I was hanging out with my old school buddies, Tyler and Jack, and their house is next to this like really, really big like dirt field, and of course it's a dirt field, so drunks go over there all the time. Well, I guess someone left their beer bottle or something, or a bunch of people did. So we were like throwing beer bottles at the wall, and eventually, I was like, you know what? It was mainly my friend Tyler throwing it. My friend Jack like threw it once or twice, but then I was like, you know, I'm gonna throw it, and I went to throw it. It barely goes over the wall, and it goes into someone's backyard, and you just hear it shatter. And then like my two friends just looked at me, they're like, "Oh my god!" And then they just took off and just bolted, and I was like, "Shit, shit, shit, shit!" And we just like went running. I hope there wasn't like a little kid who's like, "Mommy, I want to go outside," and then
They
like,
just walk in glass.
he went outside. Yeah.
They lose all the nerving in their foot, so now they're in a wheelchair.
Oh, dude, I really hope that.
Just like, it's just because like,
Shitty podcast.
yeah, shitty podcast because like 90% of the story was just all shit stories and toilet.
This happened in my other YouTube channel too, Dragon Wagon. The first time we came out with our story time
Oh, some
series.
self-promotion.
So
Some self-promotion,
You're sponsoring your channel.
Yeah,
No, I'm just
self-promotion.
bringing up.
Channel?
I'm
Yeah,
just
what the
bringing
hell,
up.
man?
Just kidding. I'm in that channel too. YouTube.com/DragonWagon.
Anyway, the first
Oh,
story
forward
time we had,
Oh, /.
we were just winging it, and the same thing happened. All of our stories just revolved around shit, and I don't know why that always happens to me, because I don't know.
Teenage boys.
I guess I'm
and
just a
potty humor.
shitty person.
Oh my god, that was.
Yeah, that was too. This is getting too old for that shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. When I do it, you guys hate
Did you
it.
see what I did there? It's getting too
Oh
old
my
for
God.
this shit.
It's so bad.
Go kill yourself.
It's terrible.
Anyway, we have some other stories we want.
Okay, yeah. Now,
Let's get
okay,
all
now that we got past all this shit. Okay, I
Let's
promise
All
that's the
shitty
last.
jokes.
That's the last time I'm gonna say shit.
Would you guys want to go on with Jason's story or
Yeah.
Raph's story?
Which one do you want to do first? I feel like Jason
Fight to
hasn't
the
really.
death, and whoever
Jason
wins-
hasn't really said anything.
Do rock paper
No,
scissors.
Jason hasn't said
I
anything
can just
yet.
go first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paper, rock, scissors.
Okay.
So a couple of days ago, I was asking my dad on advice on girls, and he said, "You know what you need, son?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Come with me." So then we arrived at Deja Vu, and
Yeah, what is that? That's a
oh, Deja Vu is a strip club where, and this was my first time going, and
First time with your dad, maybe.
and my lesbian aunt.
lesbian aunt went too.
Yeah, my lesbian aunt.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
What's her name?
Just
Meredith?
family.
No,
family
my
fun,
lesbian
you know?
aunt's name is Tina,
Oh,
but
Fun.
Meredith would have been better.
and then so I was just sitting up at the front seats and watching girls shove their pussy in my face, pretty much, which wasn't like it wasn't really doing anything for me. So my dad said, "All right, son, I'm gonna go buy you a lap dance." So then he bought me a lap dance with these two girls at the same time, and that was something. The girls, when they're dancing on me, they're saying, "Oh, why are you so nervous? Why are you so nervous?" I'm like, I don't know why I'm nervous. I guess this is my first time. I don't really know what's going on. They're like, oh, you don't need to know what's going on. We're just they just like sat on my face, and it was great. It was
They
great.
give you the works.
They gave me the works.
Were they like stereotypical like strip
Yeah,
club
what are they?
ugly,
Yeah.
or-
Okay, so they were actually both pretty cute. And one of
cute
them,
or like sexy, like hot.
I would say out of 10, I would rate both of them like 7s.
Together, like both of them are like
No, not combined.
3.5s.
Just
so-
like-
okay.
Each of them were 7s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty nice. And when I came back, my dad was like, "How was it?" And I'm like, "It didn't do anything for me." So then
Basically, you just told your dad you didn't get a boner.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh, so now your dad thinks you're gay.
So then I started questioning my sexuality, and then like my dad was like, "No, I'm not gonna have this, son." So then 3 lap dances later, I was like, "Okay, now I'm starting to feel it."
Wait, hold on. You're telling me that you went live and you saw boobies live and you couldn't get hard?
I could not
Do
get
you
hard.
have erectile dysfunction?
I think I did.
All right, hold on. I'm cutting you off right now, but I just need to put this in. Like, I get a boner from just looking at like a bird fly, like just watching a bird like fly through through the air. It's just like, oh, so majestic. Oh no.
That would have been a perfect time for his parents to walk in.
I would get hard just from the mention of we're going to deja vu. I'd be like,
But then 3 lap dances later, I was feeling a little better. I was actually enjoying the night, and then apparently my dad knew the manager, so then he let him know. And then the manager's all right, guys, we're gonna go pop a cherry tonight. It's like, let's have Jason come up on stage. So then I went up on stage, and all of the strippers came up and sat on me, which was something. And then they all 2 of them came up behind me, took off my shirt, threw it on the ceiling, and had me climb up a pole to get it, which was no, it wasn't hard at all.
Hold on. I want to. That would be humiliating for me because I'm so out of shape.
They would just throw it up there. They would just throw it up there. You're just like, guys.
I just like and they did like I don't know. They
you
wouldn't
just, like,
want
fall
me
to the ground
anymore.
and just start crying. You're like, give me my shirt.
You just throw a tantrum. You're all your face is all red. You're all
I want to
sweaty.
go home. This isn't fun. I want to go to Disneyland.
And then after I got my shirt back, the first stripper that gave me the lap dance, one of the 2, came up to me and said, maybe I can get your number afterwards. So then I was like, all right, that sounds good. So then
Is that illegal? Yeah, that's
it was
I don't think it's illegal.
it was
That's against the rules.
yeah, it's against the rules.
It's the rules.
So I was really surprised. I'm like, wow, maybe I do have a chance with the ladies. So then after I got off stage, I was like, were you serious about that? And she said, yeah. So we exchanged numbers. And
now
then
you have a stripper's number, dude.
yeah, so then I got a stripper's number, which is great. And for the past couple of days, I've been seeing her.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, I've been seeing her, and I actually got to make out with her yesterday.
Oh yeah, actually, never mind. Sorry. Like I thought like for a second there because
You're gonna get AIDS.
yeah, that's what I was saying because it's like cause she
She-
tells us she's a porn star, but just like the idea of like some girl who like mainly just like is on other guys, and then just like you just touching her with your lips, it kind of makes me cringe.
Oh,
Like, I'm not saying anything bad. It's just like kind of like weird because could you imagine like dating a porn star or something? Like you make
Yeah.
out with her, and then like
then she
the first ad that comes up on like your computer or something is just like a video of her, and then she's just taking like 5 at the same time, and you're just like, yeah, I'm making out with that.
Oh. No. That was awkward.
Oh, and then I also wanted to say for one of my lap dances that I got, there was a girl that was giving me the lap dance, giving me the works pretty much, and I was like feeling her boobs and everything, which was great, and I didn't know what the boundaries were, so I just stuck
Boobs are really weird. Really, I felt her boobs.
boobs, but
Like those 6th graders are
South
Park.
but I didn't know what the boundaries were, so I didn't know what the rules were, so I went ahead and stuck my face in her ass, and she's like, whoa, that's not allowed here. I was not expecting that. And then she went on like rubbing her ass in my face, so
So it didn't even.
yeah, it didn't even matter. But like I
What if you,
totally brown nosed that girl.
Yeah, like you
What
just
if
come
you
back and you're like, oh, you don't use a bidet.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, like what if you stuck your face in there and you just like smelled like Taco Bell? Like 2 days old
Oh,
Taco
so
Bell.
gross.
But like I saw a stripper there that looked exactly like one of the girls I used to see.
Oh.
Yeah,
What's the first name?
Zoe.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
What if it was her?
That'd be hilarious.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised.
I wouldn't either.
That'd
And then Weird Al is just there sitting in the corner. Weird Al is
The bouncer. The bouncer.
her boyfriend looks like Weird Al.
He does actually. Now that you
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he looks
He's a
like
Mexican Weird Al.
So he's like Weird Juan or something like that. I don't know what the Hispanic
Weird Al.
Yeah, there you go.
Weird Jesus.
Weird Jesus.
So like, I guess I have I'm friends with benefits with a stripper girl right now.
Oh, yeah.
So-
That's dating or anything.
I thought we were, but
I
when
wouldn't keep that dating because then like weird things would happen. If
Yeah,
you were a stripper.
yeah, cause like I offered to
True.
take her out on a date, like today actually, and she said that she was busy or something, and she said to not get too attached because
Yeah, that would make sense.
yeah, but
Yeah, that's what
But she-
benefits are. Yeah, that's like
yeah,
perfect right there.
yeah.
You just don't catch anything.
yeah, I know, and but she was like willing to do stuff with me,
Hey.
and she
That's
let
all
me
you
like
need.
grab her ass and everything, and we weren't even at the strip club either.
Perfect.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Meanwhile, I barely kind of kissed a girl. It wasn't really. It was one of those. It was like one of those like. It was one of those pecks like your mom gives you, and she's like, "Good night."
Aw.
Yeah.
Was it super sweet and romantic?
No.
Oh, did you
It's
just
really
shake
awkward.
It was at church, and like a couple.
Oh, it was at
a,
church.
a
That's
couple.
already a
A
bad
couple.
start.
Like Pastor Roger walked by.
Wait, you were at church when?
This was like 2 years ago.
Oh, I
It was
thought you meant
this-
like recently.
Yeah.
It was with this one. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So you lied. It wasn't recent. This was a long time ago.
Did I say recently?
I think so.
I don't think I
we were,
said-
like not too like far, so like my.
Oh, not too long ago. Like, wow, it was a long time. It doesn't feel like a long time ago, but that was like when I was. That was me going into my freshman year. That was like 3-4 years ago.
Oh my god, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Now everyone knows your age, Cameron.
Like it was like
They're gonna get
it was like
raped.
forced. Like she was like we're like really close. I was like looking down at her because I'm like tall as shit, and she's looking up, and then she's like, "Okay, bye." And then like I knew she wanted me to kiss her, but I was a bitch. So I was like, no. And she turned around, and I just like grabbed her shoulders, and I forced her to turn around, and I just grabbed the back of her head, and I kind of just like forced her to my head.
my God.
But she enjoyed it. Like she said, like
She enjoyed.
She
That's
like,
what all the rapists
dominate
say.
me.
Yeah, that's what all the rapists
no,
say.
she said she liked it. It's just, why did we? Oh yeah, she was like, oh yeah, I don't know if you care about this or anything, but I'm pregnant, and I'm like, huh, I know you're not pregnant because you're not a skank. You don't get pregnant under 16. And then she's like, my mom got pregnant with my sister when she was 15, and I was like. Oh, so she's like, you called my mom a skank, and then like all of her friends are like, yeah, you called our mom skanks too, and then I was just like, Jesus Christ, and she's like, yeah, we're not gonna be able to date, and I was like, you know what? By my definition, you and your mom are both skanks, so just get the fuck out of here. So then I just never talked to her again because she's a skank.
That's like an abrupt way to end it.
But hey, at least I got my first kiss out of the way.
That's pretty easy.
I didn't get mine until I was like 18.
I didn't get mine till I was 14. Somehow I beat you.
Dude, Jeff beat. Wait, when did you get yours?
He
I
was
was
like
17.
full on making out.
Shit.
Wait, when did you get yours?
17.
I've never
I
made
beat
out
you
with a
too?
girl. I've barely only pecked
Wow.
a girl.
I beat all of you.
Oh,
Somehow.
You're so fucking good, Jeff. Holy shit.
Dude, I'm hot.
You're getting all of it.
You'll watch our other gay video and see how hot I am.
In third grade.
Sweaty hands.
What, Cameron?
In third grade, I got to third base.
I like how.
Please elaborate.
I like third grade.
So do you guys want to hear my first kiss story? I don't know if I've told you or Raph. I know I've told Cameron multiple times.
I need to stand up. Ugh.
Have you heard it?
No.
Pinch those cheeks.
I don't think I did.
Okay, so I was like 14, and my sister always had this friend that I thought was really hot, and her name was
Bob.
And then I don't know how it even happened, but we ended up going on a date somehow, like without my sister knowing. So, what? Oh, are you making fun of Cameron's fat?
No.
Bob.
Oh,
She, like, the
I was getting to that. I was getting to
Ruined
that.
it.
You ruined the story, Jason. This podcast is a failure.
Copyright.
Anyway.
Try to take that out because they might get copyright.
Of what?
Just for him saying this podcast is a failure.
Oh. Well, no one's gonna know where that's from.
Yeah. Anyway,
Where is that from?
Just keep going.
I'm just gonna keep going. Anyway, we went to the movies and we were watching a fantastic movie I like to call Hop. It's a great Easter movie.
Oh, fuck that movie.
Anyway, we sat in the back, and then I was like, I've never had my first kiss. And she's like, oh? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, kiss me. And then I didn't have the balls to do it. And then she's like, pussy. And then, like, she pulled me towards her, and then she just kissed me. And I didn't know what to do, so I just, like, kept my mouth, like, normal. Like, I'll have Raph draw it, but I was just like this. As she was kissing me. And,
So you were like smiling?
I just had a serious look. I was like,
Because
because I didn't know what to do. I don't know. I've never kissed a girl other than my mom. So,
You never like watched like a movie or anything?
well, I don't know. I was 14. I was stupid.
You tilt your head and then you just punch their tonsil with your tongue. That's how you do it.
And then she was like, I'm going to teach you how to kiss a girl. So we spent like the entire movie her teaching
She
me.
wouldn't know how to kiss a girl. Oh.
Well, it's... Shut the fuck up. and anyway, we started like, I don't know, she was doing weird mouth stuff where she would like lick my teeth and like lick the tip of my tongue. And I was like, this is getting kind of weird. And then like,
Teeth?
I was telling Kyle, Cameron's brother, about this girl I was making out with. I was like, dude, making out with a girl is so fun. And he's like, oh. And then I sent him a picture of her. And then he responded, dude, she's kind of fat. And I was like, no, she's not. So I kept making out with her. And then when the lights turned on, I looked at her. And I was like, oh my God, she's fat. And then she was like, what's wrong? You look disturbed. And I'm like, oh, nothing. And then eventually we went home. And then she kept trying to go on dates with me. But I never responded.
She was fat.
Because she was fat. But I mean, I couldn't just straight up tell that to her. So I told her I was cheating on her with
Bob.
my ex-girlfriend. Because I thought that would be better than telling her she was fat. But I was 14 at the time and I didn't know better.
Yeah, I don't know which one's better, telling a girl that she's fat or telling her that she's not worthy because you're with someone that's better.
Yeah, and
Bob.
a horse. I hope she doesn't see this. I just called her a horse, but
Bob.
First viewer, and she's
I just
That's what you're worried about? You call her
You just identified her by name.
Bob.
You just identified her by name and described the event, and you just called her fat.
yeah, I'm pretty sure
So,
she'll.
No, not-
Jesus.
I'm talking about
Bob.
a horse. Because
Oh.
Yeah,
I would send her the link forgetting about this. So be like, check out my podcast. And I'm just going to forget about this part. And she's going to open it and then she'll be like,
Wait, what
fuck
the fuck?
Jeff, man.
Just beep out the word every single time he says horse. So it just looks like slut.
No, I'll just
like
beep out the
bitch or something.
names. Like I'll beep them out. Like you'll just be like when you say, I'll just be like Catherine.
Like, from now on, we'll say new names, okay?
And then
No, you don't.
Catherine
Just
watches the video.
No, it's fine because we didn't know who we were talking about.
Yeah, no one's gonna know. It's just them.
Plus, you doing that's gonna be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Catherine.
Catherine.
So this one time, me and
Shaniqua.
Catherine. I'll just say the names now. Catherine. Bob.
Wait, no.
Billy.
Oh, right, there's
But-
dudes too. I thought you were talking about girls still.
Names. Names. Miranda.
Miranda. Shaniqua.
Shaniqua. Shaquan. Shaq.
Just replace all the names with Shaq.
Anyway, Raph, it's time for your fantastic story about your trip to Singapore and what went down in your Singapore.
This way.
Oh.
It's wrapping around.
So I recently just took a trip down to Singapore, and it's actually pretty nice. But one thing that I found out there was one thing that's really cool about there, aside from all the shitty stuff about Singapore. I mean, don't get me wrong, Singapore is fucking amazing. But one thing that was great there was the drinking age was 18. And like no one ever carded me. Like I've never gotten carded. Whenever I asked for like alcohol, they were just like, yeah, sure. And then they give me like the alcohol, and I was like, holy shit, this place is awesome. So, of course, that being, I got hammered like 20% of the time I was there. And so
for you.
yeah, I'm an alcoholic. But yeah, so the one shitty part about Singapore though is I'm pretty sure pornography is illegal there.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, like illegal. Yeah, I kid you not. Like,
Why?
if you own it and the government or just like whatever finds you that you have pornography, they'll fine you like $500.
Then what do people get off to?
Nothing.
They look at birds like raptors.
Yeah, they look like
Luckily for me, my imagination's really vivid. So
mine's
I can
not.
picture
Mine's
anything in my
terrible.
head.
I can't do that.
Like
I
if
can't do that. My imagination's just like,
yeah, my mind. Yeah,
if
yeah.
I met a girl and then I go home at night and I'm just thinking about her, I can imagine her like taking off her shirt and her pants and then just getting up on my cock and bouncing.
Oh
up and down.
god.
Yeah.
Oh, censor that, please.
Okay. All right. No. Okay. So it's like, so the problem with me, why I can't do that, would be like, I'll think of, like, let's just say like I'll be at like the mall and like I'll pass by this like freaking 10 out of 10 and I'll just be like daydreaming about it all day. And finally when I go home, like I go home and like I get like the lube and everything. No, okay, I don't jack off with lube because that's messy. That's really messy. But
before the shower, then you just rinse.
yeah, there you go.
And then your brother just gets in.
But no, so like I'll think about the girl and then when it comes to like the me time, like I'll think about her and then like I'll do what you do, like I'll just think about her, like her taking off her clothes, and then like I'll just be thinking and then my imagination like fucks itself over and then it'll just be Bill Murray's face. I'll be like, oh god, please no.
I can't remember faces because I'm like face blind.
Yeah, and then so like it'll be terrible because then like I'll be like halfway through, I'll be like yeah, and then like I'll
Bill
be like
Murray.
yeah, and then, like it'll just be Bill Murray in my head. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, that does happen to me too sometimes. But sometimes I'm strong enough to control it.
Yeah, I can't control it. Like I'll just think of like it'll just like run way too wild. Like I'll be like, oh Bill Murray, and then there'll be like more Bill Murrays, and it'll just be an army of Bill Murray at me.
Singapore story. Let's get
Okay,
back
yeah,
on that.
back at Singapore. Sorry. So yeah,
Enough of Bill Murray.
yeah, but
No matter how sexually attractive.
so I'm at Singapore, and so it was like close into the first week already, and like I have like a really bad problem where I can't like go long distances without like jerking it. So I was like, oh man, I need a fap, and then so
Long distances or a long time?
or
Long
yeah,
time.
long time. Sorry.
Oh.
Long
That's what I
distance of time.
Yeah, long distance of time. So basically, what happened was like, oh man, I need a fap, but I couldn't because I was sharing the room with like 2 other people, so there was no way that was ever gonna happen. So I was like, shit, what do I do? And then I was thinking, I was like, oh, I know, I'm just gonna bring my phone into the shower, and then like I was just gonna fap in the shower. I was like, oh, it's foolproof. So I did that, and then I was like in the bathroom, and I turned on the shower and everything, and like the sound of the shower was so loud that they couldn't hear me if I was like but yeah, so yeah, so I was in the shower and I was like, I turned on my phone, I was like, oh yeah, and I was like, oh, now that I'm in Singapore, I was like, oh, I should like do something, so it was like, it's Singapore style, so I was just gonna like look up like just Singapore on Pornhub or something just to see, just so to get in like the mood because that was there abroad. And so I type in phub, and then I go on the internet and I click on the link from Google, right? And then it just gives me to this blank page, and it's just said, I'm sorry, but the page you're looking for does not, or is invalid or something like that. I was like, what? So I refreshed it like 10 times and it didn't work. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. I was like, oh, maybe like the servers are down or something. I don't know. And so I went on like another website and like that was down too. I was like, what the heck? So I searched up like 3 websites and I was like, no. So I was just like sitting there like with my hand in, like with one hand on my phone and one hand on my wiener, and I was just like, no. And I was just like so angry, and I was like, what the heck? So I had to, so desperate times called for desperate measures.
Wait,
so I was
hold
like,
on. Please draw a still image of you holding your wiener and one hand on the phone. That would be hilarious.
Have that, but put like a
It's just
wiener
you
dog, like,
crying.
in front of it.
yeah.
Like a wiener dog in front of it to blur it out.
So yeah,
And just like raging up the sky. You're like, no.
but yeah, I felt I was so angry, and then I didn't really, I guess that it was just, maybe it might have been like the route, like the service that they used, like they banned it because Singapore has like some weird like internet providers, so I just guessed it was theirs. So I was like, oh no. So I was trying to think, I was like, oh, what could possibly, I was like, oh, I know. So then desperate times called for desperate measures. I just went on Tumblr, and then I just typed in like boobies or something on Tumblr, and then I just like fapped to that, and it was like the most unfulfilling thing I've ever done in my life, or second most unfulfilling
I've
thing.
done that on Tumblr before as
Yeah,
well.
because like that was the only thing that would access it, and like Tumblr like has like these really like high quality gifs, so it was like the closest I could get.
Silence your phone.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
you're so inconsiderate. We have to restart now.
Podcast is ruined.
Oh, you bastard.
Oh, it's my girlfriend.
Oh.
You mean
My stripper girlfriend.
your friend with benefit?
Yeah,
My friends with benefits.
you're
Oh.
yeah that.
STD ridden sack.
Oh, my phone all went off too. Oh.
guess.
That chick's a pimp. Anyway, Jason, you had a story about your pathetic dad. I think that'll be the last one.
You have to move
Yeah,
it the other
we
way,
have
boy.
one more. Well, we have time for one more, and I think.
How long is it so far?
It's like an hour long.
Oh, damn.
My pathetic dad. So.
You know what I'm talking about, right? You sent me a text where you're like, my dad's so pathetic, and then I was like, tell me in the podcast.
Well, that was just more of an overall statement because.
Oh, I thought you had a story to go along with it.
Well, I'll just tell you guys what's going on right now. Like, my parents are separated right now.
You sound so sad.
No, I like how we were talking about this earlier. I was like, dude, what happens if Jason just straight up just like explains the whole thing on podcast?
Yeah, I don't give a
And then we were
fuck.
talking about that, and then he came up with the idea. I was like, what if we just sit your parents down and just tell them to talk about it on the podcast?
No.
You know how fucking bad that would be?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
But
Just,
yeah.
like, sitting right there and right here, just like one of them just like stands up, just like yelling.
But yeah, basically, just in a nutshell, my mom's a fucking whore, my dad's fucking pathetic, and he keeps bitching to me about everything, and he would be driving around crazy trying to follow my mom. He couldn't find her anywhere, and he's like, "Do you want to get in a car accident? Because if you do, then you're doing a good job at it."
You said that to your mom?
No, to my dad. Because
Oh.
he's trying to find my mom and he can't find her anywhere. He thinks she's cheating on someone. He thinks she's like fucking in. Yeah.
When I came in, like we came in, your dad actually seemed really sad.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He seems sad because it was us.
Yeah,
not
and
your
actually,
mom.
the reason why he was so sad just now was because my mom was supposed to come tonight, and she
That
didn't.
explains the lights.
Yeah.
And the music.
Yeah, my mom was supposed to come, but she stood him up.
Oh,
I feel really bad.
yeah, I feel bad too because we totally like just showed up. And then
No,
he's like,
but it's like you guys are the excuse for my mom to come, because my dad told my mom that I was gonna be here with my friends, because I'm usually never here, and my mom's like, "Oh yeah, cool, I'll come down then," and she never did.
Wait, we were the reason your mom was gonna come?
Yeah,
like willing to
because of me and you guys.
Yeah, next time you need us back over here, you'll just be like, yo, bros, I need my mom over here.
Because she would never come here if it was just my dad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry to
Your
depress
dad would
everyone.
probably pull a rap.
That's
and
that's
see
what a
it.
perfect
This is
way.
the conclusion of the Milk
Yeah,
Cartons
there you go.
podcast. Hope you guys had a good day. I hope you had a fun time. I'm really sad now.
I hope everyone leaves now thinking about sad things and like a dying puppy or something.
No. They're leaving happy. Happy that they realize that their life is nowhere near as shitty as ours.
Anyway, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, leave down suggestions below, and I think
Don't
that's
forget
it.
to lick my
Tell them
butthole.
to go fuck themselves.
Oh yeah, go fuck yourself.
Don't forget to lick my butthole.